Hi everyone, welcome to True Talk number 7. This week I really want to focus my True Talk on something that I believe that is more relatable to everyone and that we probably all thought about at some point in our lives, and the topic is ambition. I actually read an article about this and it was an HBR article that I found super interesting, and I think that this is really relatable to myself and as I think about my future career and as many people think about their future career right now. So I would love to dive into this, but before I begin, I would love to start off True Talk with a question. What have you guys been doing during this time? Whether it be cooking, whether it be another online class, like what topic is it? Anything you guys been doing, feel free to comment below, and I would love to start a conversation with you guys. So I recently just read an HBR article about the topic of how ambitious should you be, and it kind of dives into how ambition can be portrayed to your group as you lead. So I want to dive into the 3 elements that they actually broke down ambition to, which is 1, performance, 2, growth, 3, achievement. So the first element of ambition is the performance ambition. So this is where you want to realize what goals can you or your team reach. So when you ask the question, what realistic goals can you obtain, whether it's for yourself or for your team, there's something that you want to think about. If you focus on this area too much for yourself, you become unrealistic. You become grandiose, and in turn on your team, it affects them because they fear failure, so they become unmotivated. They don't trust you because you're making these unrealistic goals. And then on the flip side, if you focus too little on this area, for yourself, you lack motivation, you seem lazy. And then that in turn for your team, they don't trust you and they lose a sense of purpose. So this is kind of 2 things you want to make sure you pay attention to when you have your performance ambition. So for the second part of ambition, growth. This is where you realize what technical or personal skills you are developing for yourself and just again the growth that you're seeing within yourself or in your team. So the 2 questions that you really want to ask yourself is, what skill or knowledge do you need to require to get to your goal, or what self-management skill do you need to obtain to again better yourself? If you focus too much on this element of your ambition, you are being too self-indulgent and then also learning and then also not applying. So you're maybe gathering all these skills and learning, but you're actually not applying yourself. Again, on the flip side, if you focus too little on this element, then you may seem too lazy, you have insufficiency of skills, so you actually don't have any hard skills or personal skills within yourself. And so that is why it's always also important to make sure you're not focusing too much on this element and also too little. So the third area of ambition is achievement. And this is the area about what rewards you want to achieve for yourself or for others. And so when you focus on this area too much, you will seem greedy, too self-absorbed and interested, and also maybe your cause really kind of puts on others and makes people resent you, and then also doesn't really help them go towards their aspirations and goals. But then again, if you focus this too little, then you seem unmotivated. So you really want to make sure that, again, you have the balance of this element. So again, if you think about this in a team setting and you focus about achievement too much, it actually leads to competition within the team. So you want to make sure you don't focus too much. And then also on the flip side, if you focus too little, then they put in a minimal effort. There's nothing that they want to achieve for or to actually get a reward for. And then also they just, lose interest. So you want to make sure you have balance of both. So again, it's important to have balance of all these elements because you want to make sure that you're portraying yourself in the right way. And then also when you lead a group, portraying those ambitions is very important. And so thankfully, those 3 elements actually create inherently checks and balances for each other. For example, when you focus on the performance element, it actually helps you focus on the growth aspect of ambition. Because to have better performance, you need those skills, you need to learn, and you need to have better growth. While also, it does help you not just growing or performing just for the seduction of rewards. Then also, when you focus on growth, it helps you sustain your intellectual humility. It makes you realize that results are not a guaranteed part from learning. You learn, and sometimes you don't get the results that you exactly want. And that also reminds you that achievements you're not just entitled to. You have to earn them. And then when you focus on the achievement element of ambition, this is where you can sustain your motivation for you and your team, especially during those times where it's difficult, whether it's results you're pursuing or learning a new skill or seeing more growth for your team. This is where this element gives you more motivation. So it's very important to have that element as well. And again, overall, all these components of ambition checks and balance each other. But it's always great to self-reflect and make sure that you are not coming across the wrong way to your team, and make sure that you're achieving the most that you can from your ambition. So again, just to recap, the 3 elements of ambition is 1, performance, 2, growth, and 3, achievement. And just having a balance of all those 3 elements helps you become the better leader that I know that you are. So I just want to wrap up this Trieu talk on this because I believe ambition is a very important part of being a leader. So once you study and harness your ambition and really analyze the elements that you portray of their ambition, then it's where you can become a better leader. And so I also just want to wrap up on my own experience that I noticed that I focus a lot on the growth aspect of ambition, and I love to learn. I love to learn new skills and learn new ways to personally develop. So I know that if I focus this on too much, it's more self-indulging, and I learn without the application. So I know for myself, I need to focus more on achievement and focus more on performance and actually applying those learnings. So that's something that I know for myself, and I hope that you can study and see where maybe it's an area that you focus on too much or maybe too little. So let me know what you guys think, and hopefully that helps you guys during this time of ours to reflect and to really be aware of who you are as a leader. So I'll talk to you guys next week, and hope this was helpful.